Welcome back. So we have our second installment of PSA slab returns. We had one failure this time, including that there was 20 items here. One failure, 19 pieces slabbed. I think that's pretty darn good. And these are all coming through Slab City Card Cutter on YouTube. I'll link his channel in the description below. But just really, really happy to get these back. Some tremendous additions to the collection. And one item I will be looking to sell. But let's get to the questionable authenticity first. And that's this David Ben-Gurion, signed in Hebrew. First day cover. It came back questionable. It's not a complete. It's fake, but they're not going to say yay or nay on it, which unfortunately is common with the Hebrew autographs. It happens. But I'm going to start with the smaller stack, then we'll get to the larger ones once I shift things around. But let's start things off with a non-PC item I got for a fantastic deal and decided to send it in. This is a government postcard dated July 13th, 1948, with a nice example of a period Stan Musial signature. Don't see a lot of, at least, I'm not actively looking, so I don't see a lot of the period Musial signatures from the 40s. So, happy to pick that up. If someone has a nice 48 rookie, this would be a really good piece to add to that. And Musial signatures aren't horrible price-wise. This is an interesting cheap pickup on eBay some time ago, if you recall. So, signed in pencil, the back of a postcard. The postcard is of Bob Feller. So, again, really inexpensive pickup, but I looked at the signature, it looked good, and obviously PSA agrees with me. Next up, we have a government postcard, and this one, sent from Detroit in 1946. It's a very nice, clear signature, obviously taped into a scrapbook of some kind at some point, but really clean signature, nice clear date on the postmark. 1 year later, we have another Hank. Sent in May 1947 from Pittsburgh. Previously JSA certified. PSA agreed with them. So happy to add that. Advancing a few more years, we have with the name on it, Hank Greenberg Cleveland postcard. This one's dated 1951 to Sid Margolis in Philadelphia. I have a rather unique Cooperstown postcard. Doubleday Field. This is a 60s or 70s postcard. Don't see a lot of these signed, but a nice clear Hank signature on there. That was a mid-range buy. Wasn't too bad. And then we have a few plaques. These are all the same. All signed on the back. Blue ink. Black Sharpie. And a slightly thinner black Sharpie. Those are all plaque cards. Or plaque postcards, I should say. Greenberg. And then we have this one. Just a very nice image. Nice signature. It has now been triple certified. I had the GAI sticker, the JSA, and now it's in a PSA slab. I like the image. Nice clear bold signature on there. Happy to have it in a slab. Alright, so that's a nice stack of Hanks and one Stan Musial. Now let's get to take a slight break from Greenberg. Let's get into some checks. Moberg, 1943. These have gone up tremendously, and I'm happy that I got them when I did, because I couldn't afford to replace these now. Moberg, 1946. Moberg, 1953. I like the fact that this one was made out to Princeton University store, his alma mater. And finally, 1954 Moberg. And Berg's signature stayed pretty consistent over the years. Looking at a 10-year span, well, over 10 years. Yeah, that signature is pretty consistent. So I have 4 more Moberg signed checks. I already had 1 slabbed. I have 1 I have yet to send out. Alright, now let's get into some other ones. Some other Greenberg signatures. Bigger slabs from obviously an autograph album dated May 13th, 1950. Nothing on the back. A nice clean signature. This one Edith got. Another album page. Mid to late 30s signature. See, a 1950 signature, mid to late 30s signature here. Nice early 30s signature on this one. Chief Hogsett. Now, normally on something like this, PSA wants to authenticate any signatures on the page. So I was curious when Hogsett wasn't put on the label. So it turns out that Hogsett they couldn't authenticate. Greenberg they were fine with. They could authenticate that. So instead of failing the whole piece, they only put Greenberg on the slab. So I'm very happy about that. That's the one I care about. Hogsett played for Detroit from 1929 to 1936. This is definitely an early 30s, or early to mid 30s I should say, signature for Greenberg. So I'm happy to have that one back. This is a late 30s signature for Greenberg, ripped out of an album obviously. But if you notice up top, it has Greenberg and Miller. So I have to send this back to get the labels swapped out, because it actually refers to this cut. So I messed up the labels a little bit. So now this signature is interesting, because just by the signature itself, we know it's very early. It's early 30s, first couple years of his career, the latest. But having Red Miller on the back is interesting, because Miller was basically a career minor leaguer. Made 1 career major league start in 1923, 1923, and then made a minor league start in 1931. That's all Baseball Reference has on him. So obviously a minor leaguer, was probably invited to different spring trainings, but my initial thought, pending further research, is that this is likely a minor league signature, and possibly an early minor league signature for Greenberg, especially looking at some of his yearbook through minor league stuff through basically early 1930s to mid 30s, and comparing signatures. There is a good possibility that this is a minor league Greenberg signature. So, but that is the stack. That is the final piece. Unfortunately, I have to send 2 of these back to get corrected, which PSA will correct their errors for free, thankfully. I just have to wait for them. But some really nice signatures here. Some early signatures, some later signatures. Some great Moberg checks. And Stan Musial, as well as some other Greenberg signatures up here. Just a fantastic return. Happy to get them back. These are from March, April, or these are from March this year. Again, can't say enough about Garrett. Again, Card Cutter on YouTube, and Slab City, and the service that was provided. The rates are fantastic. The turnaround time is about as good as you're going to get. Their hands are tied because they got to wait for PSA. But once everything comes in, everything is processed, packaged incredibly well. Because I know for these for example, were in a box where two of the corners were pretty well bashed in by the Postal Service. But everything was nice and securely packaged, arrived safely. It was just amazing to get all these items back, because it's a lot of Greenberg autos that I sent out. I still have approximately 20, just over 20 items, I believe, still at PSA. Only a few more Greenbergs, but there's some Arnovich in there. There's some Kiner, I believe some Al Rosen. So a nice mix of PC items in there, which I look forward to getting back. So that is the big return that I got from PSA, from Slab City, and very happy to add these to the collection and get them fully authenticated by PSA. So that's what I got for you this time around. Until next time, please remember to collect what you enjoy what you collect, and don't let anybody, especially the market or YouTuber, dictate that to you. And most importantly, have fun. And have fun by being active in this community. So find your way of participating, whether it's making videos, watching, commenting, going to live streams, group chats, going to LCS or local card show, or simply talking about the hobby with family and friends. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. The more you'll learn, the more your PC will grow, the more people you'll meet, and the more fantastic friendships you'll form. So thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you again. Have a good one, and bye for now.